Especially that they weren't able to actually win in the World Championship. They weren't actually able to participate. So it's going to
Hmm.
be the thirst for being able to prove themselves yet again. It's going to be a very interesting matchup here. And we can see here from our hard point, we know that they tried so hard here again. You can see here, but then we see doing a games proving to be a little bit too much for them to handle, as we can see in the first matchup. They were only able to do so much, but then we see here Clove popping absolutely off. I mean, sorry, Lord Clove. Lord Clove is
Low
just
Clove.
absolutely destroying it with the shotgun.
I mean, whatever Clove is drinking, maybe some water or something. I need some of that. No, that guy. I like I can't even describe how he plays. I've never seen a player this good. I mean, I've seen them, but he's 15 years old. Like that's just crazy to see. I mean, I'm not giving him. He deserved this credit. He's really that good. But the question is, can he keep it up though? I know he's done it for 2 days, but is he gonna be like this in the playoff? Is he gonna be like this in the finals? You'll never know. Maybe he's a one game wonder. Maybe he's a one series wonder. We'll never know. And he did it against one of the best teams in the Philippines. Top one, top two best teams in the Philippines. And but beef. Let's see. It's gonna be interesting in the next couple of days what DG can do, and if the NRX guys can actually come back in this. It's a must win for them in this last match actually for tonight. They do have to win that, but then again the series just it was really a shocker for me that game two beef. I'm with you. It was really a shocker. The hard point, it was really close. I thought they had it, and the domination, the first half just really took away the momentum. I feel like the boys from NRX just, they kind of lost all. It just came down to that last point. Whoever had those two flags will win the game, and Astro did it. And now, as we can see the highlights, we're going back to hard point. Actually, Almighty having a slow start, but eventually winning the game. And then beef, very very interesting match. I didn't see Astro actually winning 2-1, but they proved me wrong, and they're actually a force to be reckoned with. Beef.
Yes, definitely. And most especially, they're actually not new to the pro scene right now. We've seen like players from Daivo actually go into Astro. I think Cheek was from Daivo. But my goodness, I cannot even comprehend what just happened here. What an opening day here for Astro. But then again, they did lose that hardpoint game against Almighty, but it was pretty close because we already see that
Mm-hmm.
Almighty was hot on their track, but then they really showed it up here in Search and Destroy. Cheek being such a force to be reckoned with again, with Guitar as well. MVP for both of our games for Search and Destroy and also Domination. Guitar really showing us how talented he can be and very versatile indeed. But my god, I cannot. Let's
He's
talk
a,
about it. Domination.
he's,
Let's keep talking about it. What happened there?
he- he's a guitar hero.
He's
Okay,
a
but then
guitar
again,
hero.
game number three, that firing range, they started really flat, like really just flat, couldn't win any gunfights. But then again, that second half, it just changed. It just shows you, no matter how big your league is in domination, you can never really win it like there. You really have to you really have to hold everything. But all of a sudden, Astro just said, you know what, we want to make a comeback. We want to show, we want to give a show to the fans, and that's what they did. All of them just winning all their gunfights in domination. Cheek with this actually beautiful first two kills actually in the game. Beautiful snipes coming into him. And beef. It was very unfortunate for Almighty. I thought they were coming in here to win this domination. I know because they lost that S&D. They were planning to win two respawns, but all of a sudden, no, it was a meltdown. It was a meltdown. They lost their composure. I know they managed to put it back in the end, but it was a little bit too late for that beef. And in the end, Astro taking it 150 to 149.
My God. I remember we actually saw this type of situation happen right before our eyes in the Malaysia Singapore championship as well. During the MYSG championship, during the Wave 1, that happened also. I think it was Cloud Envy. I forgot the other team as well, but Cloud Envy got that win. We were holding our breaths. Actually, you could see it if you're watching this in during the breaks. You can actually see some of those moments right now. It's the same one as what we've witnessed today. 149, 149. We weren't sure who would actually win, but then again here, Cloud Envy won that one, 150, 149. But right now, Astro actually won today. Let you do RSG come even close.
Yes, they didn't actually. That hard point was very sloppy for NUAA, even though it was their map. But they managed to come back slowly. But it was a little bit too late. The streaks were coming in already from Derp and then the boys of RSG. But then again, it didn't matter. They didn't. They weren't. They kept their composure. Beef. They kept calm. They were collected. The triple C's always had it. And then in S&D they took it out. They actually won 6-5. Bame with the huge plays coming in, and finally in domination, they managed to reverse it. They were down by a lot, but eventually they managed to come back and win the series. Beef.
Yes, exactly. NU Anarchy really, really showing up what the Philippines is made of. And right now, they're actually doing a really, really good job. And against the team like you do RSG right now, they're actually the second team right now in the top two so far. But I think NU Anarchy is going to be changing that. I'm very excited to actually see what the standings are so far. But right now, again, let's talk about it over here. A 1v1 situation here with Bayman. It was such an amazing, amazing sniper here. That search and destroy game was absolutely nuts because you see here, Bayman, again, he was able to actually pull through and get those essential kills. And again, let's talk about this domination round right now. There was such a strong start here by Udo RSG. Again, I feel like it's because they got those power positions hot and locked down. But then in the second half, they weren't able to actually pull through, and they had such a hard time with actually being able to infiltrate. And with NU Anarchy being on fire like that, they were able that they needed. Maybe it wasn't as an explosive start that they wanted, but then regardless, a point is still a point, and it's still such an important game to actually win, especially if you want to get that confidence here. In the beginning, they were a little bit just very close to winning it, but not quite getting it, as Almighty really does that with the rejection. But then we see here Anowin being such a good man for his team. I feel like it just came to the gunfights, especially in that last point, Jericho. Remember what happened there?
Yes, I did remember that last hill. We thought they were gonna get that rotation. They only had like 5 seconds left, but the timing was right for Sharper. But then again, Incendio and Elite, Irfan J just pinched him, and then it was a little bit too late for Sharper to get it. And they actually managed to pull the win, but a very close game. And then the S&D Beef Mami, Soy Bad, really just tried to backpack his whole team. They managed to get some rounds there, but it was just really hard for Sharper to counter uh Almighty, and in the end it went to a 6-4. And finally for domination Beef, it was just a trip cap domination. What else did you see in domination?
Well, again, a lot of things happened in domination that was very, very impressive to me with Sharper. But then I really want to talk about the search and destroy match because right now, Soybad, he did such amazing plays. And even though they were down by a lot, he did such impressive kills right now for his team. But again, let's head over to our domination map right now. There was no question, no questions really for this one. The absolute winner for this one is Sharper Esports, and we already talked about that. I feel like Almighty was just very tired because they did have 2 games today, and they had games yesterday as well. So again, the fatigue is real. So we saw that in this one, but then they were able to actually utilize that. Sharper was able to utilize everything that they were able to see. All of the cards were laid out for them and used every single one of their cards. They were able to have such an amazing win.
It was a must win. Now I think they have 3 wins now. So I mean, it's better than having no wins at all. So it's good for them, but they should have won that domination. It's just that small mistake, that small gunfight that they lost in the end. It just really costed them. But I'm so proud of the boys. All these guys are also, but Astro. If there's like a top 5 play, it shouldn't be like one person for Astro. It should be the whole team. Beef.
Oh my goodness, that was such an amazing game, and I can't believe we just witnessed esports history with this one
Again,
team clutching up again on the same day, may I add.
on the
149
same
and
game mode.
150 on the same game mode. And oh gosh, they were against these titans of a team. Almighty and NRX Jeremiah 2911. They were definitely on fire. But my gosh, Astro, how are they able to do this? Honestly, you know what? It's not giving up. Seeing all those points, we were already so sure. We were so sure in those two games that they were going to lose because it was not on their favor. This just goes to show how you should never ever give up, even in a game mode like this. Even though that you are at a disadvantage, do not give up because that one point is going to really raise you. That spark of hope is going to be able to give you that win. Amazing, amazing plays here by Astro.
Yes, very amazing. I have no words to say. That was just crazy. But I mean, we did get a lot of highlights from Hardpoint Whoopi dropping that 30 bomb, and an S&D Whoopi just being crazy with that sniper, and everyone Crush, everyone's doing well. But in the domination, it was both teams actually really doing well, and then all of a sudden it just turned into that last couple of gunfights at last minute that just really changed the game. We had the triple VTOL. Kendi actually making a play, destroying that Goliath was actually huge for that team. But as we can see, after they destroyed this, after he got out of this Goliath, this is when it started. This is when it started. The downfall right here, right here. Crush actually getting that. And if you look at this side of the map, Kendi and Crush just bothering and just jumping in there. But look at the score. Already at 147, 148. So it's kind of, it really went.